Rodrick Swift, and boy, do I have the Swift sauce for you. Musicians Matters Podcast, live right here, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Wednesday on all digital platforms on Positive Power 21 Christian Media LLC. Let's go!
Do you know what? I have been waiting for this podcast for quite some time. My brother, my mentor, has been on tours and 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 tours. And I finally got a month to speak to him. Welcome to Musicians Matters Podcast Live, or the Takeover Podcast Live on Demand. Session 76, Session 76, with Darryl Woolfolk, also known as the Foots, Mr. Foots. If you missed any of our podcasts, you can catch any of our podcasts on Positive Power 21 Christian Media LLC, on the Weekend Channel, or Spotify, or Google Play, or Spreaker, etc. Or go to my website, drummersandunitedinternational.com, or tap on the Musician Matters podcast. Blessings to Shakoor, Freshman Ministries, 3660 Suite 108, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89032. Also, Bible study starts at 6:30 p.m. Tonight. You still got time. Last week, if you missed Bible study, it was an awesome Bible study with Pastor Will Harris. We was talking about great discussion on the body of Christ. I would like to thank Gas Station Recording Studios, musiclessons.com, Public Fire Education, Las Vegas Rescue Fire Prevention. That's on the 500 Casino Center Boulevard, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89101. That's 702-229-0331. Let's welcome our guest, Legendary Darryl Woolfolk. What's going on, my brother?
How you doing, Brother Swift? How you doing?
I'm hanging in there. I know you had a busy day today.
Yeah,
you had a busy day. Yeah, busy day today. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about yourself, big bro.
It's really kind of hard to talk about myself. Well, let's see. I am a disciple of Jesus Christ.
Yes,
I love the Lord. That's first and foremost.
Yes,
and God has blessed me to be a professional touring drummer for 40 years coming up August. I started my first tour with DeBarge in 1984, and as of the last 22 years, I've been on the stage with Miss Gladys Knight.
Wow.
I come from, and I have to mention my brother. My brother was a saxophone player with Earth, Wind & Fire, Andrew Woolfolk, and he was my mentor and my musical hero, besides all the other people that have come down the line in the last 40 years, 50 years.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So as far as going into your career, as far as making records, how many have you been on?
Records? Not that many. I've toured more than I've been on records. I haven't been on any really popular records except for I recorded a Grammy Award-winning record with Gladys in the mid-2000s, I guess, early 2000s. It was I think it's called One Voice.
Okay, I heard of that.
With Gladys Knight. That's probably the biggest record I did. I recorded some songs with Danny Boy on the Death Row Christmas record. I recorded a song with Shantae Moore, and I can't even remember what that record was. It was a Christmas record. And that's really about it outside of doing some, projects here and there. But most of my life has been on the road.
Yeah, it's a lot. A lot of times on the road, yeah. As far as going overseas and coming back to the United States, has it took a toll on you? Like far as mentally, or like as far as resting.
Well, I can tell you, as I have gotten older, yes. In my young days, we could almost do anything. Felt pretty indestructible. But as I've gotten older, it's kind of hard to get back into the swing of things. You definitely have to keep yourself in shape because of not only time changes, but I live in Denver, so there's an altitude change, which bothers me almost every time I go on the road. I go down to sea level for a week or even a weekend. I come back and the altitude catches up with me here.
Wow. So right now it's not cold, right?
No, it's not cold. It's in the 60s, 70s here.
Okay, cool. Vinyls or CDs, what would you rather prefer, in this aspect? Right now, we're in the CD situation right now. What would you rather prefer, vinyls or CDs right now?
Well, I still have a turntable, and there's definitely a different sound within vinyl opposed to CDs or even digital. And people are still trying to capture that vinyl sound because there's a warmth to it that it's hard to acquire digitally, even though I think they're getting pretty close to it nowadays. I'm not sure. I haven't AD'd a digital record or a digital MP3 and a vinyl record. But, it's like, okay, at home, I would like to listen to vinyl. On the road, you can't take vinyl with you. So, you adapt to MP3s or anything like that to listen to your music.
That's awesome. As far as Big Bro, your business aspect, let's let the world know, as far as the business aspect, what you have to go through basically when you touring. It's a lot of business that you have to go through before you even get on the plane, right? Am I correct?
Before you get on what? I'm sorry?
Even before you go starting traveling, there's a lot of business that you have to take care of as you of a drummer. There's a lot of stuff that you have to go through as far as traveling, as far as making sure that your drum set is at a certain place. As far as the stuff like that, there's a lot of stuff that you have to go through before you even get to the location. Am I correct? You understand what I'm saying?
Well, that just depends. That really just depends on how you're traveling, what artist or what band you're with. A lot of that stuff can be taken care of before you even leave. And so, I have a rider which has the exact specs of drums, snare drums, cymbals, electronics that I use, and I send that to our stage manager, which sends it to, if I'm going overseas, they send it overseas. Now, in America, I have 2 drum kits that travel, an A and a B kit, and they are exactly the same. I endorse DW drums, Drum Workshop drums. I endorse Zildjian cymbals, and sticks, and I endorse Porter and Davies drum stools, and Remo heads. I used to endorse Remo drums, but they stopped making drums. So all that stuff is on my rider to the exact specification with drum head tops and bottoms and all that. So you kind of only have to do that once, and then you upgrade as you upgrade. If you want to change your sound or whatever, you change the drum heads or the cymbals or stuff like that. But really, as far as the drums are concerned in traveling, no, I don't have to really do a lot of work because it's been done ahead of time.
That's a blessing. That's a really good blessing. Speaking of drums, you still got my snake skin, right?
Yes, I do.
I just have to throw that in there.
That's funny. There's a lot of people want those drums too, which is crazy. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. But I still have them. Yeah.
Yeah. I had to give you. You did an awesome and amazing job on this weekend, bro.
And thank you very much. Appreciate
that was the first time I seen you in concert before at the at the Hilton, but as far as seeing you like on a big stage with millions or hundreds of thousands of people, that was the first time in a lifetime, to just see you make things happen, man. It was like an awe moment. I was like, for real, my brother is doing this.
Yeah, that was fun. It's always playing. It was always fun playing near Vegas and or in Vegas because I spent 11 years there. But as far as venues are concerned, they're not threatening because you can only see so far out anyway, and really you want to respond to the energy of the people, what they're giving back to you, and when the people give you energy back, you give energy back, which is great.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And you was giving out a lot of energy, bro. You was making sure that you was making things happen because you never skipped the beat.
Well, thank you.
Did you ever think you skipped the beat, bro?
Yeah, when you saw me, I don't even know. I can't even remember because that was the second of 3 shows. Yeah, that was the second of 3 shows. So we did 3 shows in 4 days. And so, the first show and the second show, they were all real good this past weekend. So, I mean, I'm human, so there's things that happen, but being a professional, you try not to let the audience know what's going on, if there's a mistake or not.
No, you can't. I couldn't tell, bro. I'm sorry. I couldn't tell. I couldn't even tell. That was a good night. I had friends and family in the audience, and, the energy was hyped. So, it was a good night. Yeah. Yeah. Going off of the concert, I want to give you thanks, man, bro, for, thanking you for starting Drummers United with me. You was one of the first ones that believed in me, and 14 years ago.
Wow, it's been that long. 14 years. That's crazy. Yeah, no, it was wonderful how it all started. Over a fresh wind, and it's still a great platform of Drummers United, for people to see and hear younger drummers, especially in Las Vegas, and even hear us old goats like me, and learn something about music and drumming. I really enjoy that too, and hopefully I'll be off, and be able to come join you guys one time again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm looking forward to that. Yes, sir. Now, Big Bro, I know you make music. As far as do you make your own music, or do you write music yourself?
Yes, I do. And actually, I'm trying to put out a worship song this year, and I'll let you know when that happens. But yes, I'm in my studio right now.
Wow.
Working on stuff, yeah.
Wow, okay. Mm-hmm. Now, what makes your brand unique from others? If I can ask you that.
You said my brand?
Your brand, yourself, your brand, because Darryl Woolfolk is your brand. You stand out a lot. What makes your brand from anybody else, stand out?
Well, hopefully it's that I try to show Christ in me. That's what I hope that is my brand, because everything else is just a blessing from God, and I don't think that I'm any more special than the next person or anything. I have been blessed. God has blessed me to tour for 40 years with recording artists, different kinds, Tony Orlando, Billy Preston, The Emotions, Denise Williams, The Barge, Jeffrey Osborne, Gladys Knight, Peter White, and I can't even think of them all, and I've subbed on different gigs for different people, and it has been a blessing of a career. I couldn't have asked for any more, as a kid growing up in Colorado, to go, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go to LA and try to do this thing, So, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. You forgot one, Casey and JoJo.
Who? Oh yeah, them too. Huh?
That was one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, Casey and JoJo.
That was one of my favorite ones.
So here's the craziest thing about that is that's been 23 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah,
I don't remember the song that I sing, but I don't remember that song that I could probably pull it up on the computer right now, but I don't remember that song I sing. You seen me play, but it's amazing that when you was right on point. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Well, All My Life was their hit song when I got it. Yeah, and that was a great time. I was actually musical director on that tour for that time, and so it was a great time, and we still have a brotherhood. The guys in that band, and some of them, like two of the singers and the bass player, are working with Al McKay's Earth, Wind and Fire Experience, and they're killing it all over the world, man. Tim Owens, DeVere Duckett, and James Manning. And we still have a brotherhood that, it's just great. Every time we see each other, it's like old home. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of that, I would like to thank you for bringing Morris O'Connor to 2015. That was experience of a lifetime. My goodness.
For those who don't know Morris. I said, for those of you who don't know, Morris O'Connor is the current guitar player for Earth, Wind and Fire, but he also played with me with Gladys Knight, and he played with Stevie Wonder, and he played with the Gap Band and Tina Marie, and he's a great guitar player and my brother from Chicago, Morris O'Connor. Yeah.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's an awesome. Wow. You can't tell. He's right under the pocket all the time. My goodness.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think Pocket is his middle name.
For real though. If drummer, excuse me, if the drummer and the bass guitarist not on the click, it's not good. But he's right on there all the time. My goodness.
Yes, sir.
So, what does the word friendship means to you, big bro? And do you take it lightly?
What does what mean to me?
The word friendship.
Oh, wow. Friendship. What does it mean to me? And do I... Man, friendship. Wow. Okay. I don't take it lightly, definitely. Like I said, I have friends. I have friends actually all over the world, and being that I was born in Germany, and my father was in the service, and we moved around every year. I was the guy who had to go around and make new friends every 3 years, and so my friends are my friends, and I don't take that lightly. And they're the ones that, whether we talk every day or whether we talk once a year, that love and that camaraderie is still there. So no, I don't take that lightly for those who are close to me. And you should know that. Pretty much you could ask me anything. If I could do it, I'll do it for you. Friend or not. So yeah, I don't take that lightly at all. Yeah.
It's true. So as far as the sticks, do you like acorn arrows, or do you like barrel sticks, oval round, or what type of brand of stick edge do you like? I like nylon tips.
Well, I used to use nylon tips a long time ago, but first of all, they break when you're hitting hard. So that's not good. But then they give you a extra brightness on the cymbal that can tend to be unnatural. And that really just depends on the sound that you're looking for yourself, how you want your cymbals to project. When you're crashing, more than likely you're not going to really use the tip of the cymbal anyway. But as far as me, I like wooden tips, and I like round beads. They just feel good to me. They have for quite a long time, since the old Billy Cobham stick back in the day.
Mine is 5/8. I can use 5/8 anytime, any day, anywhere. Reason why because they 5/8 because they light in my hand.
Well, I have recently fell in love with AS5Bs from Vic Firth.
Okay.
But and then other than that, I'll use a Zildjian Dennis Chambers stick or a Zildjian Travis Barker stick, which is pretty much the same as the AS5B, but the AS5B has a little more weight on it, and it just feels good in my hand. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I have fell in love with dope sticks. 5As from Eric Moore. Shout out to Eric Moore. He's doing some things out here and out there to the community. Oh my goodness, I like his sticks too.
Yeah, great drummer, Eric Moore. Great drummer.
Got an opportunity to meet him like 2 months ago, actually.
Oh, wow, that's great. I haven't met him, but I've seen his work. He's a great drummer.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, great drummer. Big bro, what is your biggest? Do you even have any biggest fears?
As far as what's concerned,
As a musician, or just life in life in general?
not anymore. I used to be afraid. I used to have fears, like when I was younger, when other drummers that I respected and admired would come around and watch the show that I was playing, or if I was in a nightclub, they would be sitting in the show, they'd be sitting in the club. And, those fears are usually how people critique you and how they critique your playing and stuff like that, But, came to a point where everybody has a place in this music industry. Some people can play a whole lot of stuff. Some people can play just a little stuff. And the real point of it all is to make the music feel good, whether you're playing a lot or a little. And, that's what I try to do with the chops that I have, is still, pay attention to the music, play music, not drums, and make it feel good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You do. You make it really feel good when you are playing, especially any type of music that you play. I've seen you play from jazz to blues. I've seen you play gospel. I've seen you play all of the above. And it's like you right there all the time. That means you had a lot of practice. Am I correct?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, look, I'm old now. That's funny. I'm 65 years old. I've had a lot of practice. Huh?
I'm listening.
Oh, yeah. I've made my mistakes, and that's one of the biggest fears, especially playing for artists, is that you don't want to make any mistakes. But, a lot of practice, and I still practice. I still listen intently to records when I have to play with somebody, whether it's local or national, and I just want the music. I want to be on top of my job, and I want the music to be to feel good, but I want the integrity of the music to be maintained. So I'm not going to play what's not on the record if I'm not asked to, unless I'm asked to, So I'm going to play what's on the record.
That's good to know. That's good to know. The reason why I'm saying that, because people or musicians, they go away from the music instead of keeping it to the way the music is supposed to be. I've seen it happen so many times. And how do you feel when, like, say for instance, you're the drummer, or you see another drummer doing certain things, like doing too many chops when it's not supposed to be in there, or if it's supposed to be there, put it in the right place at the right time. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How do I answer this? I don't like it when people disrespect the music, but that's just the old school in me.
Yes,
mean, everything changes, and as the songs say, the young become the old. So, the young people, they have their own vibe going towards music, and if that's what the artist likes, that's what the artist gets. Otherwise, the artist changes drummers. You have to specify what you want. So when you hear people and they're seems for us to be overplaying, and the artist hasn't, fired them for doing that, then that's just what the artist wants. And it's not necessarily that I like it, because I don't, because hit songs are hit songs for a reason. You're covering a hit song. You're covering a hit song because the hit song has lasted through time. It has, it has survived through the test of time. And so you're always going to be able to groove to a hit song. And sometimes I feel like people think that they're making it better by playing more, but that's more for the intelligent listener, not for the common listener, because regular people just want to hear the song that they love, how they heard it. And that's all.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
What is the best mentor? What is the best advice you can give a musician, upcoming musician, and a musician right now, and a musician that's ready to retire?
I don't know if musicians retire. I had this conversation just a little while ago with my nephew. I don't know if musicians retire. It's like when I get older, you might see me in a hotel playing the cocktail kit, singing Brick House or something, But the best advice I got that has kept me working for 40 years is, and I got this advice from Jonathan Moffett, Michael Jackson's drummer and the Jacksons' drummer, is play what's on the record. It's there for a reason. If people ask you for more, give them more. If they ask you for less, give them less. And that's the best advice I can give anybody. But sometimes, depending on the artist or the singer, if you come in blasting chops, you may not get the gig because you're not allowing space in the music. But if they want it, go for it.
Yeah. Right. That's right. Do you have any mentor? Do you have favorite quotes?
That was it. That was my favorite quote right there. The same thing,
I'm gonna get you, Darryl. I'm gonna get you.
Now that's my favorite musical quote. Yeah. I don't know if I have any favorite quotes, non-musical. I just try to live by the word of God, and those quotes are more important than anything. Everything in the word of God is a quote to me. So
that's awesome. Awesome. Do you have every when you first come on the stage, do you have problems with dealing with performance anxiety? Or do you
not anymore?
You don't not anymore?
No, not anymore. Performance anxiety? No.
Yeah. Because what it is he's like I've been on these stages too many times. I know what to do, when to do it, how to do it. Am I correct?
Yeah, I just play my job. Doesn't matter who's there. I play my job, and get off the stage. There's a big concert coming up in Los Angeles at the end of August, and a gazillion. It seems like a gazillion, but there's a whole lot of artists. It's called Fools in Love. It's at the SoFi Stadium. Yeah. And there's a lot of artists there. There's a lot of my peers and friends are going to be there and stuff. And no matter what, we're all going to just go up there, do our job, and then get off the stage and enjoy one another. Watch each other and talk to each other and hug and embrace. So, there's no anxiety. You just go and do your thing.
Amazing. I like that. I love that. I love it. How do you rest your mind off of days of work, okay, brother?
I'm sorry, say that again?
How do you, rest? I know, when you finish a set, how do you rest your mind off of days of work? That's what I'm saying. Do you go on the couch or what?
How do I rest my mind? It just depends. It just depends. Sometimes you can't rest because, especially after a show, a good show, your adrenaline's pumping and, you get off the stage and you go, yeah, that was great, and you're talking to people and stuff and it's all hype. And so, if anything, I'll go to the hotel room and watch Law and Order or something.
Right. That's my favorite show. Which one do you like?
I like Law and Order with Sam Waterston, and then I like SVU with Ice-T. Those are my favorite two Law and Orders. Yeah, those two, I can watch them forever. Yeah, and just chill.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. I like it. Awesome. So we're about to close in a little bit. But as we close, we got to ask you a question. Can you give the world something to just be blessed in? Something to live off of. Because we're going through days and times of depression. Days and times of, mental illness. There's a lot of situations. If I told you what happened in the city of Las Vegas yesterday, you would trip out. But there's a lot of things people are going through. What give them something just to motivate them.
Wow. It's really kind of hard and really kind of interesting at the same time. I would say, if you're a Christian, I would say, hold on to the promises of God. Hold on to God's word, because God's word has told us everything that is going on now and the things that are to come. And so believe it, because we're watching it unfold right before our eyes. And believe it that God is, and Jesus is the healer. Jesus is the miracle worker. Jesus died for our sins, and he died for all these anxieties and everything on the cross. And so if you believe, feel comforted, and let him comfort you, feel comforted, because regardless of what goes on, God is still on the throne. Jesus is on the throne, and he is all in all.
Amen. I love that. Big bro, you are always welcome on this stage or this platform anytime. I hope to get you on here for another number 2, because we got to talk about this, some more stuff. But I would just like to thank my underwriter, Jerry Royce, Life Cause Power Christian Media LLC, for providing the airways for this platform. And I want to thank Tyler Gaston, the GOAT, always for being there for me, for my music and everything, for everything. If you need a voiceover, I am the one. So just call me if you need a voiceover, or text me or either email me at drummersunited@yahoo.com. It says now, dignity has always gotten us through. It is a choice. It's not always the easy one, but the people I respected the most in life, and again, every single day, that's Michelle Obama. Be blessed. Have a nice day.
Join me as your host, Rodrick Swift, and boy, do I have the Swift sauce for you. Musicians Matters Podcast, live right here, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Wednesday on all digital platforms on Positive Power 21 Christian Media LLC. Let's go! It's going down right here at the gas station studios, 2270 Losey Road, North Las Vegas, Nevada, 89030. Agape Productions Global LLC presents our first annual Musicians Matters Scholarship Gala, November 30th at 7 p.m. Formal attire. Tickets, $80. Seats are limited. Ticket sales will begin June 30th at DrummersUnitedInternational.com. Dinner will be provided by CT's Catering. DJ Sir Skates will be on the ones and twos. It is our mission to be greater in 2024. See you there.